Hey guys, JK95 here. Sorry I haven't uploaded in several months. I've been busy. I've had a lot going on, especially dealing with the COVID pandemic and having to move to back to Maryland from Florida back in last year for reasons I don't really want to go into. But today I present to you da 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 my long-awaited review of Persona 5 Royal. So, Persona 5 Royal is a Japanese role-playing game that I have just been hooked on since it came out in March 2020. Or at least that's when I got it. But it's made by Atlas Games, the same company that makes Catherine Full Body, which I previously did a review of. If you haven't seen my review of Catherine Full Body, go to my YouTube channel and you'll find it. But Persona 5 Royal, I have been addicted to that game. So here's my thoughts on it. 4.5 stars out of 5 and 2 solid thumbs up. So, the story of Persona 5 Royal goes like this. You have this nameless teenager who you get to name in the story. The teenager gets put on probation after he stops a rape attempt by this greedy, lecherous politician from happening, and the politician uses his power and influence to have this teenager's life ruined and give him a permanent criminal record. And he when he's on probation, he gets this app on his phone that won't go away called the Nav, and then he runs into a fellow troublemaker named Ryuji Sakamoto, and together they end up forming a group called the Phantom Thieves, which uses this cognitive world as a way to change the hearts and minds of rotten middle-aged adults that they don't like the first one being this perverted gym teacher slash former Olympic medalist named Suguru Kamoshida. The second one being a scam artist by the name of Ichi Usari Madram. Then it's Junya Kaneshiro, your typical Yakuza boss. Then you change the heart of like this hacker group named MedJed. Then next it's this multi-billionaire business tycoon named Kunikazu Akamura. Then comes the big reveal thing, which I'm going to explain to you in a second. We have the politician in question from the protagonist's beginning, named Masayoshi Shido, and you use the cognitive world to ultimately take him down, and then you get to find out that who the real puppet master is, and it wasn't Shido. But I'm not going to reveal to you who the real puppet master is, because that'll end up giving away the game's ending. I don't like to do that, but this game has got to be hands down the greatest role-playing game ever made. Like I said before, I have been addicted to that game, and I have beaten it now a total of 5 times, and that game has like hundreds of hours worth of gameplay. And what I really like about it is how open world it can be too during the game, and how you get to romance all these different girl characters in the game. Though some people have used this game as a means of not living their lives. Like, they create like a fake life in the game because their real life sucks, and they don't have a girlfriend or anything like that. They don't have a job. They live in their mother's basement, guzzling down Mountain Dew and Hot Pockets and Doritos and Red Bull. and use Persona 5 to live a fake life, and then they own like body-sized waifu pillows with the hole cut out in the middle for I'm not even gonna say because it'll get me banned if I say it. But I'm not like that. I am trying to build a life for myself. However, one thing I did notice, one drawback to Persona 5 Royal, and this is why I gave it 4.5 stars out of 5 instead of 5 stars, is its seemingly cringeworthy fan base, or so I've heard. I've heard rumors about Persona having a toxic fan base, and to some extent that's true, as some Persona fans, but not all, have this thing where they don't actually play the game, they just watch let's plays of Persona 5 and then or watch the animation and then make judgments about the game. And they'll like type multi-page essays on which Persona 5 waifu is the best. And shit like that, but they'll also tweet, they also tend to make use of memes as a way of expressing themselves and expressing their opinion. But some of these Persona fans have been a little on the creepy side too. Like some have talked about on game forums of saying that the game would have been a lot better if the lolly characters were romanceable. Another Persona fan on Reddit put up a post on whether or not a future Persona game should explore teenage pregnancy. And I'm like, the answer to both of those questions is hell no. I'm not gonna play a game just because you want me to live out your fetish. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to have a fetish. Everybody's got a kink, but some of them just are beyond me. But I also think it's wrong to insert your fetish into somebody else's work. Like, if they want to do that with their work, that's fine, but don't. And if they're doing it for a niche audience, more power to them. But something for general audiences probably shouldn't have a fetish inserted into it. That's just my opinion. Once again, I'd like to apologize for the lack of uploads. I know it's been several months, but I'm going to get back to uploading. I'm going back to school in September, trying to finish a degree. Don't know 100% what I'm going to do after that, but that's it for tonight, folks. My final thoughts on Persona 5 Royal: 4.5 stars out of 5. 2 solid thumbs up. Greatest role-playing game ever made. Don't want to spoil too much of it, but they do have some cringy fans here and there, so be careful. But overall, I highly recommend this game, and if you haven't played it already, if you can afford to buy it, go buy it, play it, you will be amazed. This game is practically a rabbit hole. But that's it for today, folks. Peace.